Hi, boys and girls. Look who's with me today. It's Hugtopus. We just love Hugtopus because she's loving and affectionate, sometimes silly, and sometimes she hugs so much she doesn't know when to stop. But that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about when it's okay to be silly and when it's not. It's okay to be silly. I love to be silly, but there's sometimes when you know you have to be serious. Remember, Hugtopus is very loving. Very loving. She loves everyone. We all love everyone. And sometimes she likes to be silly. And that's okay too. We're going to play a little game today with Hug. And what we're going to do is, if you've ever played the game Simon Says, you know that when Simon says do something, and Simon says you can do it, you can do it. Simon says run fast, you can run fast. Simon says look up, you can look up. Look down, Simon didn't say. So today we're going to play that game with Hugtopus. And we're going to say Hug says, make a silly face. Hug says stand up. Standing up. Sit down. Uh-oh, Hug didn't say to sit down. I hope everybody's still standing. Hug says make silly sounds. Stop. You don't stop because Hug didn't say. So that's what we're learning today about when to be silly and when to be serious. When your mom or your dad or your teacher or somebody who's taking care of you says to stop acting silly, there's a reason. And so when they ask you to stop acting silly, you should stop because that's the right thing to do. Is it okay to be silly? Yes, it is. Is it okay to be silly on the playground? Of course you could be silly on the playground. Is it okay to be silly in church? No, we should have our prayer hands. And remember that we are trying to be faithful to our God, Father in heaven. Should we be serious or silly when mom and dad are trying to work? No, we should be quiet and play quietly, read a book so mom and dad can get their work done. Should we be silly in a swimming pool? Of course you could be silly in the swimming pool. Just make sure you're being safe, but you can be silly in a swimming pool. Can you be silly on a play date? Of course, we want you to have fun with your friends. You can always be silly on a play date. Should you be silly or serious when your teacher's trying to talk and teach a lesson? No, we should be quiet and listen carefully. So it's okay to be silly, but we need to be reminded that we know when to be silly and when to be serious. Have a great day, boys and girls.